Wizards of Waverly Place, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Stone from Wizards of Waverly Place, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Oh my gosh, ever since I was a younger kid, I've always been obsessed with those sparkly wands. I think if I were to ever choose a color for a wand, if I was ever a Disney star, I think it would be either red or pink, since those are my two favorite colors right now. But as you can tell by the title, this video is going to showcase a major throwback for many of you guys, especially you guys who grew up watching Disney Channel like me. But before we get into this video, let me show you guys my outfit. You guys probably don't really care, but I think my outfit is cute. This is what I'm wearing. This top is thrifted. This skirt is from Target. This skirt, I love it, but it's kind of stiff and it always like rises from the back. But the jewelry from Shein, because I'm broke. Shein, ooh. Can this focus? Okay. This ring is from this online shop called Earth Loves Crystals. Okay. Can it focus? Okay. These rings, this ring is from Guess. This ring was from Shein. This ring, I'm sorry guys, I love this camera, but at the same time I don't, because it's not focusing. But this ring is from Shein as well, and this one, oh my gosh. Okay, now it's focusing. You guys can see the rings. And this ring is from Pandora. I got this as a birthday gift for myself. So yeah, look at the rings, they're cute. Got this necklace from AliExpress. And I got this necklace from this online shop called Karma and Luck. Can it? Sorry guys. But yeah, this is today's fit. I also, if you guys want to see everything about the fit, I also posted a TikTok, a get ready with me TikTok for this YouTube video. So speaking of this YouTube video, let's finally get into it. Okay. The reason why I decided to rewatch the show is because I think the show aligns with the time of the year right now. Currently it's fall and Halloween is coming up. Well, by the time I post this video, Halloween might have already passed. But I thought, why not watch something that goes perfectly well during the spooky season? So, of course, I decided to watch Wizards of Waverly Place again. For those who have not watched the show, of course, I'll give you guys a brief description of what it's about so you guys can know and see if you guys may be interested in watching it, which I do recommend because it's a childhood classic. So the 2000s Disney sitcom showcases a family who owns a sandwich shop called Waverly Substation, located in Waverly Place, Greenwich Village, New York City in Manhattan. And yes, I'm ashamed to say, I didn't know that Waverly Place was a real place. I honestly thought it was a made-up place that the creators of the show made for the show. So one day I definitely have to go and visit, and I always wanted, it's like a dream of mine to move to New York City, so hopefully that dream does come true. The show, starring Selena Gomez, who plays Alex Russo, a rebellious teenager, has two brothers, one older, one younger, making her the middle child, which honestly makes sense because as a middle child myself, we could stand out in some good ways and not some good ways.
I can't think of anything wrong with me.
Something that I can relate with Alex a lot is that we're the only girls in our family, and we are also the middle child, which helps us to stand out a bit, but also we could be treated differently from our brothers at times, which could be annoying.
Justin is a fine young man. You should be more like him.
Even when they don't know you, they want me to be more like you.
You can't wish away quality.
Alex and her older brother Justin, played by David Henry, and her younger brother Max, played by JT Austin, all are a bit competitive with each other. And honestly, I feel like Alex and Justin are more competitive with each other. But the reason why there's competition between all three of them is because they all have to compete in a wizard competition to decide which one of them will keep their powers forever. And honestly, I think the whole wizard competition thing is kind of a bit unfair. Like, the possibility that you're not going to be a wizard anymore, like, kind of makes me sad. And honestly, I feel like if I was a wizard, I would probably like focus my magic more on fashion. Like, for example, if I saw a cute outfit like on a magazine or online or anywhere, and it was like too much for me to like pay for, I would literally like wave a wand and like just poof it on me, or like just put it in my closet. But yeah, the wizard competition, like, I would have to like study like my butt off to keep my powers. And like, I don't know, like, comment down what you guys think. Like, people who actually like watch the show, comment down if that is unfair, if you guys think that is unfair. But also, if you didn't watch the show, also like comment down like what your opinion is about it. But yeah, I think my opinion, I think, is unfair. But also, I feel like if I had magic, I would also like use it to help others, like people who are like less fortunate, just like give them a little helping hand. But also, like, using magic, you have to be very discreet. Like, you better make sure no one sees you or you're gonna be reported. But yeah, I would definitely like use my magic for like my personal interests such as fashion, but also like helping others who are in need. But back to explaining the show. While being teenagers, all of them are going through high school, and while being in high school, they all face challenging situations that involve school, friends, family, and of course magic. And like, at times they find it hard to like mask their secret magical identities. For instance, Alex faces challenges in keeping magic a secret from her best friend Harper Finkel, who is played by Jennifer Stone in the show. But speaking of Harper, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'll be talking about Alex's and Harper's style throughout season 1. But before I do, I want to talk about their friendship dynamic because I love it so much and I think they're so cute together.
A beanie.
What's that? A hat? Crazy, funky, junky hat. Overslept, hair unsightly, trying to look like Keira Knightley. We've been there, we've done that. We see right through your funky hat.
You were saying.
I honestly love the duo for so many reasons. One being, I loved how different they were. I loved how Alex was the rebellious teenager, and I also loved how Harper was the fashionably self-expressive girl. Alex oftentimes was always finding herself in troubling situations, and oftentimes she was judged for it. And from her parents' perspective, I understand like why they were upset, but at the same time, you have to understand that she's young, she's a teenager. She makes, at that age, you tend to make a lot of mistakes, but you also like learn from those mistakes. And I feel like they just needed to be easier on her a bit, because she's like not only a teen navigating the human world, but she's also a teen navigating the magic world, which together could be a lot.
Okay, but let me get this straight. Just because I sympathize with Alex, it doesn't mean I disagree with the fact that she got herself in situations that could have been avoided. Because I honestly do think there's some situations that she could have avoided and some actions that she should have not committed. For instance, the clip from the show that you just saw, in that episode, Alex, Justin, and Max, they all received their wizard report cards. And on Alex's report card, she didn't get the greatest results, which caused her to hide it from her parents. In the scene that you just saw, her parents got close to seeing the report card, but Alex panicked and quickly transformed them into guinea pigs, which obviously made the situation a lot worse.
Because of Alex always constantly getting herself in trouble, people often judged her for it and wanted her to change. And I feel like the only person that didn't really do that was Harper. Like, yes, Alex did do some things that Harper didn't like fully agree on, but I feel like Harper never really judged her for it and always like saw the good in her. And like at times Harper always like wanted her to like grow from her actions, but also like learn from them as well and be more responsible for them. I'm actually about to use an example from season 4, so if any of you guys haven't watched the show and is actually interested in watching the show, I would actually hop off now so I don't like spoil anything for you guys. But just letting you know, I'm using an example from season 4 in order to describe Alex's and Harper's friendship a little bit more. In the episode, Alex goes with Harper to driver's ed because Harper is trying to get her driver's license. To practice driving, Harper actually uses her principal, Mr. Laertied's car, and in the episode, her principal is like so stressed. He's like, please pull off to the side so I can get a donut to calm my nerves down. So that's what they do. He goes to a donut shop to get a donut, and like while he's in the shop, Alex and Harper actually decide to switch seats, and as they're like trying to switch seats, Alex actually her foot actually hits the gear and actually changes the car gear to reverse, causing the car to go back and crash. And this is all obviously an accident. She doesn't mean to like switch the gear to reverse. But after the cars crash, Alex actually thinks about fixing the situation with either magic, and she also thinks about blaming someone else for the crash. But Harper, she doesn't think she should do that. So Harper tells Alex that she needs to tell her principal the truth, which she actually does, which actually causes her principal, Mr. Laertied, to act like this.
Doggies! This is the first airtight confession I've ever gotten out of you. Alex Russo has admitted to her crime completely and unequivocally. Woo! Prepare to be punished severely for what you have done.
Honesty feels pretty good, huh?
After the whole situation, Alex and Harper actually get into a fight, and fast forward, they make up because Alex realizes that Harper is right. And to make up with Harper, Alex actually helps her ace the driver's test. After this whole situation, I honestly believe that Harper was only looking out for Alex and only wants nothing but the best for her. And I actually heard someone say this on TikTok, but they basically said how they loved how the show made it seem that Alex had a heart even though she was very rebellious, which I definitely do agree with. I loved how Alex's family also treated Harper as like their own, especially when they let her move in with them. And honestly, I could say so many things about their friendship, like so many things that I love about their friendship, but I blabbed enough, and let's actually get into the real purpose of this video, which is their style analysis. So let's get into it. Now that I'm rewatching Wizards of Waverly Place and currently on season 4, I definitely see how Alex's style changes throughout each season. And if you want me to do an analysis of her style through each season, please let me know in the comments down below. But in season 1, I would definitely describe Alex Russo's style as girly, tomboy, and edgy. In almost every episode, her tomboy side definitely shown when she paired Converse sneakers with every outfit. And I mean every single outfit. It didn't matter if she was wearing skinny jeans, a skirt, or a dress. She literally wore Converse with every single outfit. And don't hate me for this, but when I was younger, I did not like Converse, and specifically on me. And honestly, I think it was the type I was wearing, because I remember having red, like the red low-rise Converse that like went up to your ankle, and I just didn't like those types on me. I think I would have loved Converse, just specifically the ones that were like boots. And I saw that Converse actually made a comeback with them, so like I don't know if I should break the bank and get them, because I've been eyeing them for a while and I definitely would have loved them if I had them when I was younger. But back to Alex. While looking at Alex throughout the season, it was literally like looking at a walking Converse commercial. Like she had Converse in like almost every episode. Like that girl was glued to Converse. Glued. I remember specifically in an episode when they're preparing for Alex's quince, her mom talks to her about the tradition of how a girl switches from flats to heels to signify the girl stepping into womanhood and adulthood. While telling her about the tradition, her mom is like super excited, but like Alex is like the complete opposite. Alex is like, I want to wear Converse, I want to wear my sneakers the whole time. And I'll actually insert a clip.
What do you think? I think you sound like you're choking when you say Oaxaca. But maybe I could spill a little paint on it and rip it, and then I'll call it a dress. And when I'm done, it'll go great with these.
No. There's a ritual where you change from a flat shoe to a high-heeled shoe.
Well, maybe I can change from these high tops to even higher high tops.
No, Alex. There are certain things that people do at a quinceañera, and we're going to do them.
If I can't wear my sneakers and I have to wear that, then we're not.
Alex, you can't cancel. A lot of work has gone into this.
It's my party. I can cancel if I want to.
It's not just your party. It's our party.
Oh, yeah? Well, it seems like it's mostly just about you.
Just a little side note, but this episode made me mad because I do agree with Alex. I think the quince was more about Teresa than it was about her. Like, I understand why Teresa was acting the way she was because Alex's grandma revealed that she didn't have a quince because her grandma couldn't afford one. I do feel bad that she couldn't afford one, but I think she was trying to live her dream quince experience through Alex, which I think is unfair because the day is about Alex, and it's unfair that everything such as the dress and the shoes were picked out already for her. No one even allowed her to have the freedom of choosing what she wanted, and spoiler alert, Alex ended up casting a spell which made her switch bodies with her mom to have the dream quince she always wanted, which I do think is nice, but again, I still do think that Alex should have had the freedom to choose whatever she wanted on that special day. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me or not? Please comment down below.
I feel like Alex's love for sneakers not only describes how her style is very cute, but it's also very comfortable at the same time. Another repeated habit you see in Alex's style is definitely her layering. Some way she would do that is throwing a tank top over a long sleeve top or having a short sleeve top over a long sleeve top. While looking at her season 1 fits, you would rarely see her bare arms shown, and there were times that her bare arms were shown, but at most times they were covered with long sleeve tops or zip-up hoodies. One of the things that I really like seeing in Alex Russo's wardrobe was definitely bright colors and also different patterns. Before rewatching the show, a color I would definitely associate with Alex was purple, like what I'm wearing right now. But now that I'm done with season 1, I definitely associate her with more. Colors that I really love seeing on her were yellow, blue, coral, but I do definitely see purple as her signature color. The pattern that she mainly wore were stripes, but an outfit that I really liked where it incorporated a pattern was this yellow mini dress with stars over a teal long sleeve top. Also, I really loved these shoes. I really loved how bright and fun they looked and how they added more to the outfit. Other repeated elements that Alex often wore were fingerless gloves, knee-high socks, and hats. Now, let's get into Harper. Snack break. Yogurt, cookies. Heyyy. If you grew up watching Wizards of Waverly Place like me, you definitely can agree that Harper was a character that you just couldn't forget. She was so lovable, and it made sense why the Roosters treated her like family. I loved how her personality shined throughout the show, and I especially love how they used her clothes to reflect it. A way that I would describe her fashion sense is creative, girly, and fun. Now that I'm on season 4, I definitely see how her style changes along the way. For instance, in this season, although you get to see a bit of Harper's colorful personality, I feel like her season 1 outfits are a bit toned down. And what I mean about toned down is that in season 1 you kind of get a sneak peek of how her style will evolve. In the later seasons, I feel like she's more out there with her fashion, but in season 1 you kind of get a bit of a taste of how her style will build along the way. As someone who loves to experiment with fashion and loves maximalism, I really honestly look up to Harper a lot, and that reason is because I tend to think what others might say about me, and I live in an area that you don't really see maximalist styles. So like whenever I'm thinking about wearing something that kind of falls under the maximalist category, I think to myself, will someone judge me? Will someone say you're doing too much, you need to tone down, you just need to calm down a bit? There's always that voice in the back of my head that's saying that, and honestly I just look up to Harper a lot because of that, because I just feel like she's very confident. She doesn't care what people say, and maybe if she does, she still goes out there rocking her creative and cute outfits, and I really love that for her.
I'm gonna cry. I promised I would cry.
So although there are outfits that Harper does get judged a bit.
Jeffrey, who are these people?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the new intern.
No, not you. I was talking about the girl who's dressed like a giant preschooler. That was rude.
Don't worry, I've rewired my brain so they come across as compliments. Thank you.
I feel like she just goes out there and rocks her creativity and just showcases it to the world. And I love that. And also, speaking of creative, I love how Harper uses materials and items that you typically wouldn't use to construct outfits.
I don't get it. Justin's so full of life and she's so full of Halloween.
I don't know, Harper. Maybe on Halloween she'll dress up as you.
She can never pull this off. I make a lot of my own clothes. Oh, which reminds me, I need some more egg cartons.
Just like her best friend Alex, I noticed repeated elements in Harper's season 1 outfits, and I actually noticed a garden theme going on. For instance, her flower tops, her watermelon shirt, and her cherry print dresses.
She also showcased this fun nature theme a bit more in season 1 episode 18, where Alex gets her to create a line of clothes that are deemed as weird, bizarre, and strange, so that Alex could get back at her boss for taking credit of her ideas, which actually ends up backfiring because her boss finally gives her credit, which causes Alex to quickly go behind the runway to try her best to change the outfits in order to make them more appealing to the fashion magazine publisher Miss Angela. Also, since we're talking about the scene, why did Harper's outfit here remind me of Lola from Hannah Montana? Let me know down in the comments if you agree.
Another thing that I loved about Harper is that she always knew how to dress for the occasion. For example, when she was interested in applying for a position in the Wizard family's Subway sandwich shop, and she comes in wearing a sandwich shirt with a headband that I believe that had a sliced tomato and lettuce on it. Honestly, if I was a manager of some shop and I saw Harper dressed for the theme, I would automatically hire her. But at the same time, I don't know, because she was struggling so hard in the sandwich shop, and like the only reason why she was like successful to like perform her duties was because Alex wanted to help her out. So she like literally like put a spell on her to like perform her duties really well. But I feel like she would do really well in retail because she's like a fashionista. So I don't know, I feel like she should have look for retail instead of like the sandwich shop. I understand like they're best friends and everything, but I feel like she would do so well in retail. Another way that she kind of dressed up for the theme was when she was working at a frozen yogurt shop and she wore ice cream earrings. Other repeated elements that I saw her character wear with almost every outfit were flats, headbands, and sometimes pants that weren't too low to the ankle.
I'm sorry if you guys can hear the vacuum in the background, but a celebrity who Harper reminds me of is Katy Perry. And it's because both Katy and Harper both have very fun and girly styles that make them stand out a lot. And I think if Katy lived in the same universe as Harper, which I think she does because of that episode where Shakira guest starred in season 4, I believe Harper would have definitely been a huge fan of Katy and maybe even designed clothes for her.
I'm honestly gonna read this last bit because I keep messing up my words, and this is my first ever YouTube video, so please be kind to me. But before I conclude this video, I think the costume... See, I'm messing up my words. I think the costume designer... Let me just leave. I think the costume designer Elizabeth Bass Gillespie did a really good job of having Alex's and Harper's style align with their personalities that really helped both of the characters shine individually. Also, anyone who's watching this, please let me know if there were more costume designers and stylists who took part in the wardrobe. In the ending credits of season 1, all I saw for the costume designing was Elizabeth, so if you guys know if anyone took part, please let me know and put it down in the comments. But now I will end this video by showing my favorite outfits of both characters, but also others that stood out to me in the whole season of Wizards of Waverly Place. Thank you for watching.
A catwalk!
Oh, this is awkward.
And we're gonna go eat. In the kitchen. And we don't care who watches.